Okay folks, it's time to talk about Bill Hader, because this one-time SNL superstar has spent his fortune trying to hide his unsettling past. Now, growing up, the young Bill Hader was essentially raised by TV like many kids in the 80s and 90s, and Bill found that he had a gift for replicating cartoon voices. But his talents didn't stop there. In fact, Bill had his eyes on the prize from a young age, and displayed incredible self-discipline when he spent his summers writing amateur scripts rather than playing with friends. And all this hard work and dedication finally paid off, when in 1992, Bill was able to sell a spec script to the cartoon series Captain Bucky O'Hare. And this was a massive encouragement to the young writer. But sadly, it wasn't all downhill from there, as Bill spent his early 20s PAing on TV and film sets while struggling to sell another script. So how did Bill Hader go from the lowest level of industry abuse to being cast on SNL? Well, the answer is simply embarrassing. You see, though Bill is now known as an incredibly funny performer, he was originally attempting to be a serious screenwriter. So while PAing, he would try to get his scripts read by anyone who was willing. And while working on the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Collateral Damage, Bill Hader got director Andrew Davis to read his most recent script. Well, the young Bill Hader's idea for an Apocalypse Now 2, titled Apocalypse Right Now, was one of the worst things this director had ever read. So bad, in fact, that he thought it must have been intentional and actually meant as a comedy. Well, this script was passed around and laughed at throughout Hollywood for about a year until it lands on the desk of one Lorne Michaels, who's been approached by Lionsgate to actually make this comedy movie. Well, long story short, Lorne didn't want to make the movie, but he did want the writer on his staff. So Bill, of course, accepts the invitation to be a writer on SNL. The only problem was, Bill wasn't really funny, and he found that he struggled when attempting to write comedy. So how does Bill Hader go from fumbling the ball to being an all-star player in just one season? Well, the truth is scarier than you'd believe. That's right, Bill Hader is a witch. And he's managed to keep this hidden for years, but the truth is finally coming out.
And I had a friend who was a witch. A witch.
You see, allegedly during the Christmas break on Bill's first season on SNL, he had flown to Salem, Massachusetts and cut contact with all friends and family for the duration of his stay. People have noted that Bill was not the same after this strange and secretive trip. Whatever Bill had done to himself had indeed rendered him a hilarious individual, but friends were startled to see Bill often dressing in black cloaks. And now that the crunkcore music duo Blood on the Dance Floor is being sued, there's a paper trail connecting Bill to this witchcraft-based music group, with the courtroom proceedings revealing the disturbing ritual the band endured of drinking a potion made by Bill that allegedly included human feces. Apparently, this horrible band was being funded by Bill Hader, begging the question, what other witch-based products has he been pushing on the public? And this controversy has even led to the studios pausing the production of Bill Hader's directorial debut of the fictional action movie based on Bono's life, played by Breckin Myers. And there's plenty more strange things about this guy, like the time he pimp-slapped even Steven's character Beans on the red carpet and claimed he thought it would be funny, or how he's trying to bring back the music-sharing platform Rhapsody in an attempt to compete with Spotify. But we'll have to save that for another time. Until then, Bill Hader, you're a total bitch. Okay everyone, if you're keeping up, the fame-chasing disease has spread all over China, with every township creating their own makeshift Kill Tony stage. It seems the public's minds have been zombified, with every one of them spending their days waiting in line to sign up for Kill Tony. Some even dying of starvation as they completely forget to eat. If only these poor citizens could understand there can only be 250 comedians at any given time. I never thought I'd say this, but I think the only place that can help us now is North Korea. TB Nation, wish us luck as we march toward the border.